having more fun than anyone.
Billy here with RetireEarlyLifestyle.com, and we chartered this sailboat, 45 footer, 14 meter sailboat, and our captain is named Luigi, which seemed fitting. We're down here at the harbor. Beautiful day for sail. Nice calm breeze. We're a few minutes early, so Luigi's prepping the boat and will give us permission to board. Okay, we had a little change here, which happens. Apparently our captain, the gentleman on the left, is Armando, and this is Luigi. He just showed up here to introduce us and make sure that all is fine. And Luigi speaks pretty good English, so...
Thank you, Billy.
So
you are very kind.
We hope we have a great sail and everything goes well. Okay, we're on board. Everything's getting settled. Armando, our captain, and I cannot recall this gentleman's name. We're casting off the lines.
Molla l'alta di al volo. Molla pure l'alta. Non ci giochiamo nessuno di pianta.
And the young man there that just caught the line, he works for
Vai.
he works for the city, I guess you'd call it, and he's in charge of the moorings. Bye. Ciao. So we're pulling out, and we're looking forward to a smooth sail. You can see in the distance there that gray Navy ship. There's two of them there. We were there a couple days ago. In fact, yesterday or the day before, we tried to get on them. That's closest Navy ship, as they were allowing people to tour it, and we were too late. So it happens. Maybe tomorrow. We got tomorrow free yet.
Lo può togliere il mezzo marinaio, e poi ti dici pensavo di no, vabbè, lui lo esco comunque. Guarda.
You can see the coastline. This is what we would call the Malecon in Mexico. Walkway in front of the port. Quite attractive. Just a heads up as we get out here, as we get out of the harbor, my guess is the wind's going to pick up, and I'm not so sure I'm going to be able to narrate. We'll see what happens when we play this back. If it's too much wind, I'll just cut it all out and and sing.
Quindi stai sposti. E poi ci metti altro.
I can sing Jimmy Buffett songs in memory of him.
È più comodo là,
This
This
is
is il timone. What nome del timone? This is the timone. Timone is
You look this and sign the
timone.
la palla.
I see the
Yeah,
rudder.
bravo.
The
Bravo.
rudder.
Yes.
Right. I see it's the rudder. Yeah. And that's in memory of the Marines from the Second World War.
Yes, the second. Yes.
Okay.
Second. It's possible to go up, eh?
Oh, it is.
Yes, with the boat. This
The-
boat.
the boat, yeah.
Go here,
Yeah,
and,
there. Okay.
Go to up.
Okay.
It's a panoramic.
Okay. Dumane. What?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
We go tomorrow. And we went past them, but I was going to show the Appian Way towers. I don't know. The canopy here is blocking my view, but they're there. Trust me. Pretty interesting story that is.
This is down is the church, small church with the name of the people. Yes, died in the war.
Okay. We were in Anzio.
And what?
Anzio?
Anzio, yes.
Yeah, and-
Anzio in Lazio.
Yeah, Anzio,
Yes.
south of Rome.
Yes,
Roma.
Near Rome. Yes.
Yeah, near Roma.
Yes.
We've been there twice, and we go to the museum, the World War II
yes,
museum,
Yes.
and the cemetery.
Yes.
7,000 Americans.
Yes.
It's very solemn.
Yes.
You know.
What is the problem?
Yes.
Now it's in Israel.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can see it's a peaceful harbor. There's one of the Appian.
This is the cathedral.
Yes,
Yes. The cathedral.
the cathedral and the Appian Trail, Appian Way,
Terminal
Tower.
Appia.
Appian.
Terminal.
Yeah, you can see a little better view of the Appian Way. That designated the end of the Appian Way. That went from Rome to the sea.
Altra cazzata, mettete un cambiatore di spiccica.
You can see Brindisi's got a very, very beautiful port here, or harbor. It's quite attractive. And now you can see that this is in the shape of a rudder. That's what that monument is to the towards the Marines.
Marines.
It's a Coast Guard boat. The Marines just went out in a skiff earlier. Case and I used to sail in the Monterey Bay. We had a 22-foot wooden boat, a sloop, stay sailor. A 22-foot mast. It was oversailed. The thing would go very fast. Those were wild times in our younger years. Sailing out in Monterey Bay with no motor, no radio, no cell phones back then. But we survived. We are the survivors. Okay, these guys just told me this is a ferry going to Greece. and I asked them if they could sail us to Greece, and they said yes. They said they go about 4 or 5 times a year, and they are going the day after tomorrow. Him and a few other guys are going to go on this boat, on this sailboat. And I asked them the cost, and it's about, he said for 4 people, about 700 euros. It's quite reasonable to me. Is that 700 euros for everybody? For 4?
Per person.
Well, per person.
1 week.
Per person for 1 week. Okay. But to sail out of here to Greece would be a excuse me, heck of a trip. I'm not sure Casey would be game for it, but we'll see after today. This is a fort. Pretty obvious. At that time, it was probably protecting this harbor. This is the Marina de Brindisi. Nice sailing vessel there. So you can see so far we're just puttering around this harbor. I'd like to get out of the harbor here and get some sailing. Looks like we're approaching the inlet to the harbor, so we're going to be going out through there and hopefully be putting up the sails.
Non lo vedo male.
You see our captain is pretty laid back. We're just putzing out of the harbor here still. For me, it's great to be back on the water. I love sailing. I don't know what it is. Growing up in Cincinnati, Ohio, I had the Ohio River. And I used to do, I think it was called Houston Woods State Park. I used to go up there and rent a little, I think they were called sunfish, little day sailor. You could tip it over and tip it back up again in the lake. But that was the extent of my sailing experience until well, actually, when I went down to Florida, when I was younger, I lived in Coconut Grove, Florida. This is way before it's what it is today. This was, back then, Coconut Grove was hippieville, basically. No paved streets. This is where you go to the bar and Jimmy Buffett might be there, or Jerry Jeff Walker, or you never knew. These guys were just singing in local saloons. But I'd take a day sailor out of there, into Biscayne Bay, and I'd go out to there was called well, I'm really working on my memory here. There was called Stilts City, I think it was, and there was about 5 or 6 or maybe 7 or 8 houses built out on stilts out in Biscayne Bay. And go out there, and the winds were always really light. The bay was very smooth. Then moved to California. You know, like I mentioned earlier, we bought a day sailor with another friend of ours. But big difference. The Pacific Ocean, or Monterey Bay, and Key Biscayne is a huge difference. So it's serious out there in the Pacific. This is looking good. This is pretty calm out here for me. back to our sailing days in Santa Cruz, California. Casey and I used to go on a boat. We were invited as guests, or I think you paid something for it, because I believe the wine was all included. It was called the Chardonnay, and it was interesting in that the Chardonnay had electric sails. It was the only boat in the harbor that had this feature, and it was the captain would just push a button and up come the mainsail. Pretty impressive technology. So we're going to see how these guys do here. Okay, we're putting the jib out. With just the jib, you can feel it stabilize the boat. And he cut the motors. Jib will turn us now.
So the captain's let Billy drive, or whatever they call it when you do a boat, steer. And it's making me a little nervous. Look where we're going, don't look down. What are you doing? Oh, see what I know about sailing? Nothing. Okay.
Oh, we're doing good. We're going to go out that way.
Oh, good.
I think I can see Greece.
Yeah. Okay, well that's Billy, and this is the other captain who has just so graciously let Billy take over as he relaxes on the water. There he says hello. Thank you, Armando.
How am I doing? Good?
No, you're sailing like crap, but we're good.
Am I making S's?
Oh, well. Billy is thrilled to be on the water. I know he used to be a fish in a previous life, and I used to be a tree. But, you know, opposites attract. And anyway, just another day in the life of Billy and Acacia from RetireEarlyLifestyle.com.
Ciao. Well, we're out here searching for some wind. It's pretty calm, but it's starting to come up a little bit. These guys were joking with me. They would, at this rate, we would make Greece in 2 weeks. Is there a what is the best month to sail in Brindisi?
In
the
per
winter.
navigare.
In the winter.
In the winter.
Have many wind.
And now, just
Now is 1 1 week yes, 1 week no.
It's not consistent.
It's
Yeah,
up
Yeah.
and down.
Change.
the change. And this is
Yes.
mid-October right now, so I guess in another month or so.
But in October we have the sun.
Yes, yeah. And in the winter, no, no.
North Italy have the jackets.
Yeah, yeah.
Rain.
Hit a switch, turn the jib on the other side.
Diversa di no. Il senso orario di non il senso orario. Cioè, vai, fai tutti i giri, come saltiamo a fare i giri?
Poco. Basta, no?
Pretty calm out here. Are these sails? Is the main sail electric?
No, no electric.
No electric.
In other boat, this is electric.
The main. Okay. Pretty calm out here. There's a slight breeze, but, which keeps it cool. But
Allora,
you heard that? Fired the engine up. Get us moving a little bit.
yes.
Taking the jib in. So I guess we're under a motor from here on out, or here on in. it seems we've anchored here off this fort, castle, whatever you. And they're down in the hole fixing something. I think they're going to bring out some food and wine or champagne. Coast Guard cutter just came by here, and we got pushed around a little bit by the wake. No problem to drink.
Aspetto che passa la questione qua, the wave.
Yeah. They brought out some glasses and some chips and
Tarallini.
Tarallini. Tarallini, thank you. Grazie.
Tarallini della Puglia.
Many different flavors. And he's got a bottle of champagne that he's trying to wait for this wake to go past.
Vado, eh? Signore,
Grazie.
assaggiate questi che sono buoni, questi sono buoni.
And no glass for you?
Yes.
Forse lui non lo so se lo vuole, io no, sicuro.
No?
Thank you very much.
Assaggio Vicky, vieni. Assaggi.
No, and don't, no wine.
No.
Comandante, no wine.
Comandante, no one. Grazie.
Ok.
Okay. Salute.
Salute.
Salute. Cin cin.
Ching ching.
Chin.
Can you turn the bottle, please?
Can you see it?
Yeah. It's pretty nice champagne.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, as we're anchored here in this tranquil setting and just sipping on some champagne and some snacks, the ferry is pulling out that we saw earlier. And it's heading to Greece. They said it takes about 6 hours to get to Greece from here. We have been inquiring with these guys about sailing not in this boat, but they have another boat, they said, that they can take us to Greece. 7 days. Takes about 6 hours, they said. You see that smaller boat? That's a pilot boat that's escorted them out of the harbor. So we need to find a few other couples that would be interested in sailing from Brindisi to Greece with these guys and back. It's not going to happen on this trip, but it's something to consider. Pulling the anchor up after a bottle of champagne and some snacks. Looks like the captain's got it up because it looks like we're free because we are turning. The anchor's secured. We're heading into the port. Nice catamaran coming in next to us. Definitely livable in there. On a U.S. flag. They're flying a U.S. flag over there, which tells me that's registered in the United States. Night, this being lit up, it's gorgeous. Brindisi. Yeah, as we're coming into Brindisi here, you can see his ass. But besides that, so coming into Brindisi, you can see white awnings over there and possibly some lights. Those are restaurants. There's quite a few restaurants dotted along here. Some are open. It's still just like maybe 1:30 or so right now in the afternoon. So some of these places don't open up till late. Looks like some are open. I can see people sitting there, and that's the water ferry we wanted to get on the other day, and they shoot us off, but we're going to try it again, maybe tomorrow, because we'd like to go out to this monument out here, the one that's a tribute to the Marines who passed away, the Italian Marines who passed away. I don't mean to keep harping on this, but the history of these coastal towns of Italy is just fascinating. This place has been invaded and, you know, fought back and taken back and invaded through the years. It's just, it's pretty incredible to me. I mean, I was never a history buff so much, but you know, when you're living it, when you're right in it, immersed in it, it just gives it a little bit of a special meaning. Yeah, we're going to be docking on the other side of these yachts in just a few minutes. This is that catamaran that was flying the American flag. We're not sure what their status is. I'm sure they're looking for some place to dock. See around here these military ships over there. That's that fort that we were at a couple days ago, and here you can see we're coming in. A nice gentleman that saw us off is here to accept us. This was our sailing adventure here in Brindisi. Another day in the life of Bill and Acacia from Brindisi, Italy. We had a safe voyage. Retire early lifestyle. Well, we almost had a safe voyage till we had a little problem with this yacht over here. So I'm not even going to look. Day in the life Bill and Acacia from retireearlylifestyle.com. Okay, we made a safe voyage. 3.5 hours, close to 4 hours, which is what we requested. However, we also requested that, and I'm not trying to be negative here, but we wanted to sail. And because originally Luigi wanted us, said, oh, we'll take you to the beach and then we'll have some snacks and some wine. And I said, no, we don't need any of that stuff. We just want to sail. And so I have to say I'm a little bit disappointed in that we went out and we got the jib up, which you know, you saw in those videos, but we never put the mainsail up. And I saw some other sailboats out there with the mainsails up, so there was enough wind for this. So I don't know what the situation was, and lack of communication perhaps on my part, but I'm going to contact Luigi later and just let him know my sentiments. And but it was all good. It's never a bad day on the water, and you know, we made it back safe, and it's pretty out there. So yes, we recommend it. Another day in the life, Bill and Acacia from retireearlylifestyle.com. Billy here with Retire Early Lifestyle, and if you recall the catamaran that was coming in that I mentioned was flying under an American flag. Well, we met up with those people. They docked near us, and we went over thinking that they're Americans, and they're not. They are Israelis, and they're flying the American flag for safety reasons, which we completely understand. We have seen this numerous places around the world for security reasons, and it was just another thing that you encounter when you travel, when you get out of your little safe place and come out into the real world, there's people with problems bigger than yours, trust me. And it's just they're on their way back. They rented this boat, this catamaran, and they're on their way to take it back to Greece, and then they fly back to Israel. And they are very concerned, as well as they should be. I'm concerned. Anyway, that's the news of the day here from Brindisi. Ciao.
1991, the critics said it couldn't be done. Wanted to retire while they were still very young. Selling everything, now they have a life in the sun. Having more fun than anyone. Traveling the world to faraway places. Eating strange food, putting in their paces. Hanging out in Mexico, making lots of friends. It's a lifestyle, they'll live it to the beautiful end. You see, it didn't take long, living the dream. It's easier now than it ever seemed. It didn't take long, let them show you how, so that you too can retire now. That was 4 decades ago.